Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you incredible manifestors. That's right. Y'all remember, I call you manifestors because every day you are manifesting something in your life. The question is it what you want? Oh, welcome to Spirit Sunday, where I come and I feed your mind, your body, and your soul. I am Cabrini, honey, better known as, or also known as, Gangster Chef Cabrini. And that's where the feeding part comes in. Yes, sometimes I will show you how to physically cook food. Now, I can't feed you virtually, but I can feed your mind, your body, and your soul. So today, first of what I want to do is I want to recap. And every time I come to you on Sundays, I want to go back and recap the moments that I've spent with you on these amazing Sundays, the day before Monday. By the way, did y'all go to church today? Did you go to a physical church or did you go to pillow church? Either way, Spirit relies and exist in you. So whether or not you went to a physical establishment for ministry, it doesn't matter. The God lives in you, so you can have church wherever you are. Huh? Okay, so let's get back. Let's recap. On the first Spirit Sunday, I talked about. I introduced you, and I think I introduced you. And if I did not, those of you that are watching me for the first time, you'll hear it first. And those of you that have watched me up until now, well, you're going to hear it again. So, they say, tell them what you told them, and then tell them what you told them again, so then they might remember. Well, I am Cabrini, and in 2013, I created a law called Cabrini's Law of Fuck That. That's right. That stands for finally understanding common knowledge. Things happen all the time in your life and in your business. So I teach you why not do what you want to do. Stop doing what you don't want to do. Because things are going to happen anyway. I promise you that. So Cabrini's Law of Fuck That teaches you how to do that. It is governed, I have 3 core questions and 5 principles that governs this law, right? So the 3 core questions are, who are you? What do you want? And why do you want it? The 5 principles of Cabrini's Law, fuck that, is to make a decision. Everything in your life revolves around the decisions you make, be they good or bad. It all resolves, that's a good one too, revolves around your decision. Then, when you make that decision, you have to trust your decision. We have not been taught, most, maybe you have. Most have not been taught how to trust themselves. So in Cabrini's Law, fuck that, I teach you what it means to trust in your core, the you that's making the decision. And then we have to focus. In this social society that is based on scrolling and searching and looking and, wondering if they didn't like your post or follow you, are you worthy enough for the things that you want to do in your life? So focus is getting you focused on trusting your decision. And today is principle number 4, which is to take inspired action. Not any action, honey. Inspired action. Cabrini, what is inspired action? Well, as I start to unravel inspired action with you, I'm going to take my time. Now, taking my time does not mean that it's going to be a longer post or a longer podcast or a longer conversation with you. It just means that I'm going to take my time so that you can understand what it means to take inspired action. And I mentioned to you guys before, if you see me looking up, I tend to sometimes write scripts, and then sometimes I allow the God in me to flow to you. But today I wanted to make sure that I had some scripts, a script that I could share and refer back to so that I did not miss something that would be important to you. There is a big difference, as I mentioned, in taking action and taking inspired action. Taking inspired action says, I have to do something. Now, this is the action part, not the inspired action. You know that feeling you get when you're anxious, right? And you feel like you just have to do something. I have to do it. I have to do it. If I don't do it, I feel stuck. I have to do it. And so it's kind of that feeling of jumping. So it's action and reacting to an action that you want to do, right? But there's no thought in it. You're just reacting and then acting, right? So most times when that happens, you find yourself saying, or let me do first person. I have found myself saying, because when I say you to you, it is a generalized you. It's not a specific you. And so if I say you, and you take it as you, then maybe it might be the God in you that's making you feel the you that I'm saying. So in this instance, I will, in inspired action today, on this Spirit Sunday, I will use Cabrini, me, as the you that I'm talking about. So action. I used to always take action. I would run out there like a crazy woman and just react and act. I would run over here, I would do something, then I had to go over here to fix the something that I did, and then go back and act over here to fix the reaction that somebody got from the action I did. So I was constantly fixing a problem that I created based on acting. I had a situation happen one time in my life, and I remember I said that I would do something, and at the time when I said that I would do this thing, I didn't realize saying one thing meant something bigger than the thing that I was saying yes to. So I had to go back and apologize for the fact that I said that I would do the thing that I said I was going to do, but I didn't realize that it involved doing an entire thing. I'm not going to be I'm not going to go into the specifics of it, but my point is that when in life we have to, and I'm using we as a general conversation as it relates to taking inspired action and not reacting based on an action. Because when we take inspired action, you don't have to fix it, because you stand behind it, and it becomes inspired, led by the inspiration inside of you, right? So that means you thought about it. That means you gave context to the thing that you're going to do, not react. So action, I want to talk a lot about action and reacting, and how we have lived our lives based on reacting to, even in this political climate that we're in right now, we tend to want to react. and jump out there and post something crazy or say something to someone based on our immediate feeling about what we see, and so we react to it, which is based on a verbal or a written text, context or text to the situation. So in me reacting or having that situation that I had to go back and apologize to, it was based on inspired action. I did not react and take action. Had I taken action, I would have reacted in a very, very egotistical manner, which means ego means edging God out, right? I'm not paying attention. I'm just jumping and saying, I'm going to respond to what you wrote to me, and I'm going to give you my feeling about what you wrote, when that wasn't the context of it. So when something happens to you, before you act or react to it, peel back the layers. A friend of mine peeled back the layers, and I sometimes call her a prosecutor because she will help me to really see what really happened. Not what's happening and what's written, right? But what really happened, Cabrini. So once I peeled back the layers of this situation, I realized that I agreed to something, but I did not agree to what the person thought I agreed to, even though it was the same situation, right? I without, I'm trying to see another situation that I could use, but this one was so powerful to me that I wanted to share it, but how can I say it without without using it as an action? I'm trying to see how to use this now as an inspired action, right? In full, y'all see me, it happened to me right now. But without divulging any other personal information, what I will say is that I had to say to myself that I see how that could have, how you could have thought that, the person, right? I see, based on me saying yes to something, it wasn't yes to the entire thing, but I see how me saying yes to that could have made you feel that way. So I apologize because it was not clear, or it was not clear to me. And what was clear to you is what I said yes to. So I had to sit back and really own that and respond based on inspired action, how I want you to feel by me reacting to something, right? So in essence, when you want to react to something, before you take the action and react to it, think of how that person is going to feel about what you do and or what you say. Think about what will happen to you based on how you will react to that person. And that's in this society right now. You know, when you're driving and someone pulls in front of you, how do you react? Do you react and blow your horn? And especially if you got a gangster horn and you hit on that damn horn hard, if the person you're telling to go forward or move or get out of your way, if that's an angry motherfucker, you don't know what is gonna happen. You didn't take inspired action. You took action and reacted, right? And the consequences could be dire. And that could be in any situation, at your job, with your husband or your wife, with your children. Any single thing you do, if you react without getting still, taking a breath. Sometimes y'all might not take a breath, a conscious breath. We're constantly breathing, but you might not take a conscious breath. You might just, okay, and listen to the whisper. And if you have not done it up until now, listen to the whisper. Think about what would happen if you acted without taking inspired action. So taking inspired action, rounding it up, basically means being responsible for what happens after you react and after you take the action. If it's inspired action, then it means everybody will get fed. Everybody will understand, and if not, based on the inspired action of it, you'll be able to have a conversation about it and be able to work it out. But if you just react, everybody's going to react, and next thing you know, we're having a whole full-on situation. And in this climate, we don't want full-on situations. We don't want these kind of things to spark something that did not really have to happen that way. So Cabrini's Law, fuck that, teaches you, yes, you can be, you can do, and you can have whatever it is you want. But you have to be conscious and cognizant of how you react and how you act. If you get still, listen to the whisper, and allow inspired action to allow yourself to take an inspired action, then the outcome is best for everyone. So that's it. That's it. That's all I got for you today. I just want y'all to have an amazing Monday, because today is Sunday, the day before Monday. And it is all about making Monday be the best day. The best day. Monday is your new Friday, honey. You get up on Sunday, you so excited about Monday that when Friday comes, you've had a wonderful week, the whole damn time, and taking inspired action to get there. Okay? So if you are hearing some music behind me, I told you guys. So what I'm so excited about me, Cabrini, the God in me, is that I didn't realize, and this is another part of inspired action that I've been doing too, creating this amazing music. And I found a wonderful platform to write. I do write my lyrics, just so you know, before y'all start coming for me. And yes, AI assists me in structuring it. And then I create music and sounds, and take some genres and bring them together. And so the song that you hear behind me is a song that I entitled Wait for the Whisper. So Wait for the Whisper is the inspired action song that I created for today, or for inspired action. I hope you enjoy it. And all of my other music is on all major platforms. It's under the Alchemist Music. So TAM, the Alchemist Music. And yeah, that's where you'll find a lot of my songs, on all major platforms, everywhere actually. I have 7 songs out now, and I think this is going to be the 8th one. It's in distribution right now, so you may not see it there, but you'll hear it at the end of when I finish talking. And I just want you to always, with anything I do, is to be inspired to fall in love with yourself, to find something else to love, something else to be inspired about yourself. I am only reminding you, I am the voice, maybe the whisper, maybe the sound that you hear that reminds you that you can make everything happen for you. Not me. It ain't me, honey, it's you. You're gonna do it, right? So the God in me is here to remind you to wake up the God in you and listen. That's it. And I'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. what didn't belong. Reacting quick just to prove I'm strong. But now I ask, is it mine to do? If it ain't aligned, I won't move. So I wait for the whisper before I leave. Not every open door is mine to keep. I follow the stillness, not the scream. That's how I manifest the dream. I no longer react out of fear. I no longer move just to move. I wait, I breathe, I listen. I trust my stillness. I hear the whisper. I take inspired action. I move when my soul says go. I am led by truth, not reaction. I am led by spirit, not survival. I am calm before the power. I am fire that waits for the spark. I am the God in me. And when I act with purpose. I act from love. I act from truth. I don't react anymore. I can be, do, and have what I want when I take inspired action.